everyone, good evening. How we all doing? Hi, hello. How we all doing? I hope we are doing great. Yeah, today is an awesome, beautiful, wonderful. It's a great day, and I want to appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, for those who are seeing me for the first time, my name is Juliet Simon, and I want to appreciate my beautiful followers, my friends out there, friends, family, the new one that have just joined us. I welcome you on board. On this channel, we teach a lot of things. We encourage, mostly word of encouragement from the Bible. We encourage mothers out there, women out there, fathers out there, and we, we do some topic. For example, if you have any topic you want us to treat or you want people to know about it concerning marriages, you can get in touch with me. And a lot of it, okay? So today we are talking about how close are you with your children or kids? Most of us are. Sometimes when you have a teenager and the children start misbehaving, you start asking, where did the child learn this kind of character, forgetting that 85% of that character of a child you contribute to it. Yes. So hi, please, if you are on board, just say hi to me and chat with me. Let me know where you are chatting me from or watching me from, so that I can say hi to you and appreciate you. Okay. And on this topic that I just placed there, I said how close you are with your kids, because a lot of children are behaving abnormal. When they get to that stage of adult or teenager, you cannot be able to control them. So today we are going to talk about it, because there's something incident happened recently, okay? And I wasn't happy with it. So that brings me to this topic, because a lot of mothers are too busy, a lot of fathers are too busy either to go close to their children or to have that bond relationship with their children. Some don't even know, because maybe they did not, because of the way they were brought up. So when they got married and have children, they want to use the same method to train their children, and which is very, very bad. All right, which is very, very bad. Please, if you are joining me, if you have any contribution, please, you can contribute, you can comment, so that we all will carry along. And if you have anything to advise or so to say, you are free to say that. We are here to learn from each other, okay? Nobody is perfect. That is the truth. Nobody is perfect. We are here to learn from each other. And as a mother, if you have anything that maybe the things you have been applying in your home, how to take care of your children, how to bring them closer, to have that bond relationship, and you feel that it's necessary to contribute or to share it, why not go ahead and share it? Because it's necessary, so that someone else there, maybe he or her child is misbehaving, you don't even know how to handle those child, can make use of it, and it will be benefit from, he or she will benefit from it. So I endorse you, and I really plead for you to share this video, so that those who will watch later, share it in your platform, the group and all that, so that people will watch and get to one or two things from it. So like I said, sorry, I'm having some, we are in the city, and the weather is very cold, so the same. So it's very, very important to have a relationship with your child. Okay, it's very, very, very important to build that bond with your child, be it man or a woman. Is very, very, very good, because if you don't start it earlier, and you find out maybe the child is about from 13 years, let me put it, 13 years to 14 to 15 years, it will be very, very difficult for you to build that bond with your child. But when you start it earlier, then when the child grow, or you grow with it, you understand, and it will be, he or she will know that yes, when she needed you, you were there. Okay, so that's what I'm trying, because I want to encourage mothers out there. Sorry about that. Mostly mothers, they are trying, but fathers, our men are finding difficult to build that bond relationship. Mostly our African parents. Our African parents, the way their parents the way they grew up in their home, with their parents. So when they got married, they want to use the same hand to bring up their child. And most of us, we here in Europe, if it's in Africa, yeah, you can beat a child. You can use cane to flog that child, or if the child mess up or something like that, you can do. But here in Europe, it's not like that. You can't just start hitting a child, you understand? But that child, you have to correct that child here in Europe for you to draw closer to that child. Build a strong relationship with that child. Both, is it boy or girl, whichever one God gives you, build a strong relationship with that guy. It has a long way to go. It has a long way to go. So that child, when that child come closer to you, you'll be free. The child will be free to talk to you at any given time. He or she will be very, very free to talk to you. Even that child will not keep anything, So I'm here to show number one quality of building a good relationship with your son or your daughters or your children is show love. Make her to feel that you love her. Loving her does not mean you will not discipline that child. A lot of children, the way they were brought up, they feel that their parents don't love them. Or maybe you have more than two kids, or more than one kid, let me put it that way. And you are showing love more than the other one. It's wrong. Two of them must have an equal love. Because it will help that child to grow in love, because she has learned that gentle, that tender love you have given he or she. She have learned it. She will now have that big communication to express her own love to you. So by showing that love, it gives you a way of interacting with that child. And that child will now be open up to you. Open up to you. That goes, and when you show love to a child, you set that bond. You have set that bond between you and that child. And when your child loves you, that child is going to make sure that he doesn't hide anything from you. He doesn't hide anything from you, all right? That child will be open up to you. There's a situation on ground. A child of, I would say is above 18 years. But that does not mean he's still living with the mother or the parents. And all of a sudden, the child just took her bag and moved out of the house without letting the parents to know whereabouts her until they start looking for her. So after 3 or 4 days, she came back home feeling no remorse, don't even feel anything. Even the parents was asking her, where did you go? And she never said anything. She kept quiet. Okay? And which means that it doesn't start from that very day. This thing has been nursing her. She has been feeling that loneliness for a very long time. Although the parents are there, but how close are this girl with her parents? How close? That's one thing we should know. And loving a child does not mean you must set a boundary. You must set a rule and give them the consequence of breaking such rule. When the Bible said in Proverbs 22:6, it said, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he grows old, he or she will not depart from it. The Bible encourages us to train a child the way he will not go astray. The way that child will not go astray. When you set a boundary, you set a rule, there is a consequence when you break that rule. So when that child break that rule, you need to call her senses back. That doesn't mean you don't love your child. But you are trying to put a straight order for her. That doesn't mean you hate your child. You love your child, but there must be a rule. There must be something that you have to hold her. When the Bible said in Proverbs 22, said that train up a child the way he or she will go. When they grow old, they will never depart from it. If you don't train up your child now, when that child grow up, don't expect that child to come and respect you. That is why you see most old parents, when they are getting old, you will see them being abandoned, being left alone. They have children, but they live as somebody who don't have somebody to take care of them. It's because of the foundation she lay or he lay from the beginning. And the repercussion, that person start reaping it at the old age, which is very, very wrong. When the Bible said, it said in Proverbs 23, 13 to 40, it said, behold not correct from your child. Don't be absent of correcting. Correct your child every day. Any child goes wrong, correct her immediately. I am not saying you should not pamper your child, but there is an extent. there is an extent, okay? It's not everything a child demand you give. Even if you have the money, it's not everything a child demand you give. There's sometimes you said no to that. Just say no. It's not that you cannot get it. It's not that you don't have the money. But just said, I will not get it for you. Try to teach that child that it's not everything you demand we give. Let he or she know about it. Another way of building a good relationship is try to listen to your child. Have a connection of listening, encouragement, encourage your child. Acknowledge your child feeling. Some of us, you'll be in at home with your child, you don't even know what that child is passing through. We're at home with your child, they have their rooms, maybe the child has some problem or something like that. You cannot even tell, because why? You're not close to that child. You're not close to your children. But when you are close to your children, then you will find out if maybe she's having some emotional trauma or something like that. You can find out what is wrong with her. You can generally find out, and he or she can be open up to you to tell you what is wrong with her. But when you don't listen to that child, get that connection with her, encourage her, acknowledge her feeling, you will lose your child. Excuse me, you will definitely lose that child. Because here in Europe, or I find out here in this Europe, when all the children, they will go to school, you see the teachers will be telling them, if your parents beat you, this, they give them the numbers they are going to call police on their parents. Okay? And whatever, the parents, because there is an incident here. A child went to school, reported to their teacher that the mother was hitting him. And there was a mark. Eventually, they find out, and they follow up the case. They took that child from her. Here in France, they took that child from her. So it's not as if you will not discipline your child here. But there's a caution. There's a way you will draw your child to you. There's a way you talk to your child. It's not all the time you hit that child, no. When the child does something wrong, hit that child, still call back that child. Tell him this and this is what he did. That is why you receive this beating. That is why you receive this beating. That is the most important thing. But when you are not close, or you don't have that connection with your child, or you don't acknowledge her feeling or his feeling, the things those child will do will be surprise to you. I could remember last year when a guy, I think a boy of 22 years, that thing flashed in social media. They are from Ghana. He committed suicide. This guy committed suicide because he was all alone. Hey, my reverend. So this guy committed suicide. The topic we are on, let me just enlighten people. The talking is how close are you with your kids or your children? Or how well do you know your children? That was the topic. So please contribute yours. Thanks, my big bro. So that child, like I was saying, that child, that a boy of 12, 22 years committed suicide. Why? The mother wasn't paying attention to him. The mother wasn't paying attention to him. The boy was all alone. Even when they asked the junior sister, he said whenever the boy comes home, he goes straight to his room. He doesn't talk to anybody. He feel unloved. He feel like nobody wants him in that house or in that home. So you can imagine the emotional torment this guy was passing through at that point of time. The mother was alive. The mother was there. The father was there. And they never noticed what was going on in the life of their son. They never get notice of it. So for you to notice until you go closer to your child, acknowledge his feeling. Then you will know what is going on in the life of your son or your daughter. So that is it. I have said listening. Try to pay attention. Acknowledge his feeling or her feeling. The next one I'm going to bring is say play together with your children. Some parents are finding it difficult to play with your children. Because by playing with your children, you get to know your children better. And this, when you play with your children, it helps them to develop their language skill. It helps the children. My big son that is taller than me, sometimes we'll play in the sitting room here. We play. When I feel that the play is scared, I will just tell them. I will tell them, please, I'm tired. They will laugh. Just find a time. We walk. And at the end of the day, these children are the most important thing in our life. And if you don't take care of your child now, when you get to that age, you find it difficult to take care of your children. When you talk one, the child will respond two. You talk three, the next thing he will bang door. And you have nothing to say about that point of time. You have nothing to do. That is the fact. You don't have anything. And at the end, you know one thing, you know what you sow, you reap. When that man or that woman getting old, and eventually your children got married and left home, you will be left all alone at home. They will marry, focus on their own family. They will not even remember you. Even to call you or to call their parents or to know how their parents is doing, they will not remember because that relationship was not built from this crash. That relationship was not built from this crash. So you can't just work that magic automatically for a man that is married to have that relationship with parents. It's not possible. So watch, play together, do some game together, it's very, very important. Another one is they say, be available and distract. Have at least have free time for your own children. Sometimes, like me, there is a day we'll just sit here, we play, we joke. I will sit them, I'll call them. We'll sit down here, we start talking and talking. There is a time you sit together with your children. Make sure you talk with them. Encourage them, give them one story. Bring out story to tell them. You have a teenager girl. You cannot give that girl instruction even when she wants to see her monthly cycle. She will do it all alone. And this is applicable, is very, very common in our African parents. We don't care. We are in Europe, we work for 24 say round the clock. We work throughout. Some parents will be coming home, their children have gone to bed, and they will be dashing out in the morning. Their children is still sleeping. They don't have time for their own kids. Please, if you are joining us for the first time, we are talking about how close are you with your kids? How close are you with your children? Please, if you have any contribution, please try to contribute one or two, okay? It's very, very important. So, like I say, play together with your kids, make some jokes, establish that good communication with your children. It helps a lot. This was eat together with your children. Yeah, most parents don't eat together with your children, and it's wrong. I could remember when I was still still in Africa, in my father's house. When my mother finished preparing food, even if my father went outside, my father goes out, nobody will eat until my father comes back. And when my father comes back home, my mother will there's a big bowl of plate. He will put fufu here, he will put soup here. All of us will dip hand in the same plate to eat. All of us. That was my parents' show. As of then, before I got married, all of them all of us we dip hand. My sister, my elder brother, my elders, all of us we eat the same, in the same plate. We'll be eating. After eating, we will sit down there and start discussing. I could remember those things. It gives me joy. It makes me to be closer to my mother. It makes me to be closer to my father. Sometimes when we finish eating, my father will start telling us things. Start giving us the history, telling us things about the family, about everything. And this is very, very important now. But this, our generation, we find it difficult to do that. Most especially our African parents. I keep saying our African parents because here in Europe, you will see the white people, they will set their table. They will set their table, food on the dining, and their children, everybody will be around. They will eat together. They will eat together. But enough here, it's not, because the parents are working 24 around the clock to make sure to put to fulfill the bills and everything. I am not saying it's not good, but sometimes we should create that time for our lovely kids. It's very, very important. Okay, so please, I think this will help us more build a good relationship with your child. Make sure you communicate with that child. You will see just a 16 years girl in Morocco, here in France, killed herself, committed suicide in a bathroom. Her father is there. The stepmother is there. Her stepbrother is there. But this child went inside the bedroom, strangled herself to death. What lead to that? Depression. She feel all alone. Maybe somebody have told her something that she cannot take it. And she cannot say it out. And because maybe the stepmother is not close to her, the father is not close to her. So the best way to end it off for her to end her life. She killed herself just because she was depressed. It's just a girl of 16 years. So guys, parents, I encourage you. Yes, we are looking for money, but money is not everything. Yes, we pamper our children, but pampering your children without giving that child a good training, giving that child a good instructor is wrong. Love your child, but doesn't mean you cannot correct your child. Go closer to your child, know in and out. One thing I keep saying, when you don't take care of, don't go closer to that child when he or she was still a tender age. When she get the age of 15, 16, it's difficult for you to go to even interact with that child. It's difficult if you don't start it now. That is the truth. If you don't start now taking good care of, maybe going closer to your child, knowing, because girls from 12 years, 13 years, you see their thinking is getting, and when they get to the 15 years, it depends. You will see them thinking, let me just get to 18 years. I will move out of the house. But there are some children, they are still in their 20s. They are still living with their parents. Why? Because of that close relationship they have with their parents. They find it difficult to leave their parents. Not that they cannot do it, but because of that close relationship they have with their parents. So guys, I beg you in the name of God that we all serve. Train up a child. Like Proverbs 22:6 said, train up a child the way he or she should go. When they get old, or when he or she gets old, he will never depart from it. Because you have built that bond relationship with that child. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you all for this little topic I just brought in, and encouragement to we parents out there. Nobody knows it all, but I just want to appeal with you all. Share this video, encourage others, like, share, comment, and if you have any topic or you have anything that you want us to treat or you want me to treat on, please don't hesitate. Send that message on my box, or you call me, send a message on my DM. I will definitely get back to you. We are here to help each other. We are here to help each other to stand, to build our home, to build our family. Anything concerning marriages, anything concerning our children, welfare and all that, we are here to build. Our homes, we women, we are here to build. Nobody is perfect in a marriage. Marriage, who said he had 100% marriage is a lie. Go and check that person. Maybe 20 is what that person is dealing with. So no marriage is perfect. And no children that will say, this children, my children is the best. But it depending how you bring up your own children makes him the best. Makes that child the best. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you, my Facebook family, my Instagram family. I appreciate you. I'll be coming live often to treat on one or two topics to encourage us out there. Thank you. God bless you. I really appreciate. Please share this video, like, comment, and God Almighty will bless you all. Love you. Bye.